Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for clicking on this video, for deciding to spend some of your day with me, because we have a very interesting topic for today. Yes, the wokeness at Warner Brothers and NetherRealm does not stop. And surprisingly, I have been in the dark on the Israel issue and how it pertains to how WB and NRS interact with its player base. We, the players, suffer because of corporate politics being injected into not only the game, but also the way that these companies communicate with us, namely WB and NRS. So we're going to be taking a look today at the latest kerfuffle that has happened on Twitter. I mean, I knew that WB was not using Twitter for months, but I didn't know why, and now I know why. So we're going to be talking about this as well. We're going to be taking a look at some past examples of wokery that you can't argue this. You can't debate it. It hurts the player base. It hurts the player experience because these corporations want to take a particular stand on, I don't know, Israel? Palestine. It's preposterous. It's almost as preposterous as hashtag queers for Palestine. What's going on? What is the world coming to? So I typically don't, I'm Canadian, right? I can't speak to how much things are happening in America because I'm from Canada. Canada. I'm from Canada, so I don't know about all this stuff, nor do I really want to know. I'm just here pointing out all of the politics that gets inserted into our experience. Why is it that we haven't gotten any official communications on Twitter from WB, NRS? Why do they just remain radio silent when the game is on fire? Your house is burning, and rather than putting out the fire in your own house, you're gonna virtue signal to what? Put out the fires in the Middle East? What? You thought that boycotting Twitter would do something for Israel? This is how you know these corporate entities are just virtue signaling, because how does Mortal Kombat official Twitter, NRS official Twitter, WB official Twitter, how does them not posting on Twitter save Israel or save Palestine? It doesn't. It's just there to make themselves look and feel good so that they can get future dollars from Gen Z and Gen Alpha activists who want to take a super political stance on things that maybe don't even really concern you. I hate getting told by straight people, oh, gays should be in love with Melina and Danya. Shut up, straight people. You don't know about gays. What are you talking about? So it's so boggling to have this kind of stuff percolate through the community where even the lower dregs of society are now trying to virtue signal in some effort to, gain social credit for Liu Kang's Communist Party? Chinese Communist Party? What's going on? Honestly, what is going on in this world that we are now allowing politics to just come into our games whenever NRS decides to? And what's worse is that there is no game. I hate these people that tell me, oh, the gameplay is good. If the gameplay was good, why is it easier to go to Elder God in this game? If the gameplay is good, it shouldn't be as easy for people to reach that top tier. There should be more difficulty, more skill required. This is a skillless game. This is who this game appeals to. People without skill and people who want a virtue signal. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to wave some stupid flag in your face and be like, "Oh, yeah, rights and stuff and blah." Like, who cares? Just play the game. So yeah, there is no game to play, so I thought we would take a look at NRS, some previous examples involving BLM, Ukraine versus Russia, and then finally Israel, because why not? Why not also include Mortal Kombat in Israel conflict, Middle East conflict? Doesn't it just make sense? At this point, there's nothing to be scared of. Nothing to be surprised about, unfortunately. OMG. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna ban you. If you're gonna be antagonistic, guess what? You're gone. There's a difference between disagreeing and being antagonistic, right? And guess what, babes? I don't need you. I really don't. So yeah, enjoy your ban. Thank you. Executed first. Hello, Executed. Brian, how's your weekend? My dad is from Canada. OMG, Canada. Hello, J-Ro. I still miss Scarlet. I totally agree. Yes, we are going to be talking about Scarlet as well. So, I really feel like the best place to start off here is with Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 has been a victim of this kind of woke behavior from NRS and WB. Specifically, this skin. Are you aware what you're looking at? Do you know what this is? It's not the rarest skin in the game. I would say the rarest skins in the game, not including Gold Demon Scorpion, because that's collector's edition exclusive in MK11. I would say number 1 is Baby Pink Melina, MK2. Number 2 would be this skin here, White is the New Black. It was only available for a week in 2019. And then I would say after that would be like the collector's edition Aftermath Sub-Zero skins. Those were in the premium shop for a very limited time. So I would say like those are like the 3 rarest skins in MK11. Baby Pink MK2 Melina was only available for a single day, 24 hours. And I think when you look at skins like MK2 Melina, Collector's Edition, Aftermath Sub-Zero, those skins really indicate that NRS was trying to play with our feelings, trying to play with our emotions, because it's creating a severe sense of fear of missing out. Because if you weren't playing during a specific day, December 9th, 2020, you're not going to have that Melina skin. If you weren't playing during the couple of weeks or instances where Collector's Edition Sub-Zero was available, yeah, like, you're screwed. Like, these things are just very limited time events. And the same is true for this skin for Kung Lao. However, for reasons different from Sub-Zero or Melina, this skin is very rare because of the contentious name that it has. White is the New Black. White is the New Black. Like, what was NRS thinking when they developed the skins? Why did they call it this? Why is this actually not white or black? It's blue and beige. Like, it's misnamed, it's poorly named, and as a result of NRS not thinking properly, no one who downloads Mortal Kombat 11 now can obtain this game. It is, unfortunately, one of the rarest rewards in the game, and it's because of woke ideology that we can't get this. So it was only available September 3rd, 2019 to September 10th. You would have needed to have been playing during that specific 7-day period. If you weren't, you are never going to have this skin, which is so sad. But it's all because of BLM. Right? BLM happened, and WB wants to jump in, and well, I say WB. I should also include NRS here. They're making the decisions hand in hand. But NRS took out White is the New Black, didn't rename it, didn't put it elsewhere in the game. It's just now absurdly rare because of the murder of George Floyd. How does this make sense? How does that sentence make sense? Why should George Floyd affect Mortal Kombat 11 and Kung Lao's skins? Yet it does. Yet it does. I'm not saying that this is, I'm not trying to say, like, if things are right or wrong. I am just pointing out the facts that things happen in the world, real world political events, and then NRS jumps on the bandwagon and chooses to make its players suffer. Yes, I have suffered because I haven't gotten this skin, and any completionist or Kung Lao main is going to suffer in Mortal Kombat 11 because you're never going to get this skin. Why on earth should people have to suffer because of BLM? I mean, it creates a bad feeling towards the overall movement, and I love civil rights movements. I love MLK. I love gay rights movements. Like, I love right. Everyone should have rights and things like this. But why do you have to take away autonomy from players in the game? Right? Like, I don't have the ability to access the skin that I paid for from the base game because NRS wants to take a political stance on, the drama du jour. Wild. So what you're looking at, this is the WB Equity and Inclusion Report. This is where WB outlines for its overall, it's like a report card, a self-generated report card on how they're meeting the metrics of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So this is a very corporate document. It is a little bit outdated. It's from 2021. I have not found the new ones. I don't know if they make the new ones public. Would love to see what the new ones are saying about Mortal Kombat. But Mortal Kombat has not been listed within WB's laundry list of DEI achievements. So NRS is always trying to up themselves in terms of wokeness and virtue signaling so that they can make it onto the report card that WB generates. WB can't say anything positive about Mortal Kombat here in 2021, and Lord help us, if there is an equity and inclusion report for 2023, it's going to say, oh, well, we have lesbians now in Mortal Kombat. Who doesn't love lesbian ninjas, right? And I mean, like, if you take a look at some of the other things that they pat themselves on the back for, legendary, like gay ballroom culture from like New York, early 90s, Vogue, right? It's sad because they didn't even bother to keep legendary around. They just canceled it. So yeah, I mean, like, all of this is just hypocritical. It's so hypocritical because you're not doing anything for black people by removing a Kung Lao skin. You're not increasing equity in the world by removing a Kung Lao skin. No, you're just making people who play Mortal Kombat suffer and languish and question, why are the corporates doing things like this to our favorite franchise? Yes, let's public graffiti CNN. Wonderful. Yes, public unrest and looting. It's so wonderful, right? Right? And I think, like, one of the, holdovers from all of this rioting and protesting is that people feel entitled to walk into a store and then just grab a whole entire stack of Xbox controllers and walk out with it. This is why now things like shampoo are behind lock and key. Wonderful. Right, yes, it's just wonderful that the corporates are helping our world to become like this. But I think, like, even more interesting is that Black Lives Matter is, why can't all lives matter? Brown lives, yellow lives, native lives. Like, why can't all the lives matter? Well, why is it only one type of life that matters? And it's scary. It really is scary when the people who have founded this movement call themselves trained Marxists, trying to erase the idea of things like family, gender, and then they push this underneath the LGBT umbrella somehow. Like, why does everything have to be LGBT umbrella as well? It's very confusing. It's scary. It's dystopian. It's 1984. Well, I've been watching Handmaid's Tale. Like, I really enjoy that show. So it is very dystopian, like Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale? I'm putting too many S's in there. Handmaid's Tale. So yeah, I don't care for it because it's taking away too much focus from what should be the focus of the product. Right? Good looking skins and a good game to play. Right? Like, why the hell do I have to care about BLM when I play Mortal Kombat? Why does it have to be a question of social values when I play Mortal Kombat? Why can't it just be Mortal Kombat? But it's not Mortal Kombat because we have to worry about things like being intentionally inclusive, where every story is impacting society in a positive way. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining along. We still got more to go through. But yes, huge shout outs to my Jaded Bunny fam. If you want access to our secret groups, our secret society, yes, join the Bunny fam. You get access to the glitches, fancy builds, #1 strategies, family-only PvP events, and I make you a sing-song. If you want all of this, please do join. But much love to everyone in the fam, including our newest members, Northern Star and Executed. They joined within this last week. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, much love to Eon of the Neon, Amar, Mr. Chips, CJ Rocky, YUFax, 509G1, Street Combat, Red the Kitty, George Alvarez, Talk to Me, Derek Carbona, Durmiro, Camp Carton, Flames Gamer, Terrence Rogers, Keep It Real, Sorcerer, Just Drew, Ian's Web, Big Rigs, Leo, Mr. Nightmare, Jens Eric Goals, Fox, The Fiend, John Feltner, Kari Leslie, Angel, James Shea, John Lee, John Clark, J4, GCXBU Gaming, Styles, Lucy Little Thunder, Cara D, Kokoma Joe, Coffee Gamer, Jonah, Eric, Blood Ferox, Glowy, Chocacorn, Airy, Darkside, Trokar, Michael G, Swishbish, Alski, Snoopy Blind, FGC, Albus Christus Mortis, Yuri, Calum, JJ, Dr. Eggman, Alina, Acenonics 85, Alan, Ciderem, Ragnar, Rian Chaos, and Queen Melina. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. God bless you. 28 of you here. Can we please get 28 likes? Or get out. Or say something offensive so that I can ban you. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright, what about MK9 Scorpion skin? It's not coming back, my friend. You know, I've made a petition to try and bring it back. I don't know if it's coming back. I don't think it will. I have little hope now. Not Freud. Hello, lovely. Hello, my lovely friend. Northern Psyop cash grabbing even more deadly in MK1 because people will pay to have less ugly versions of the plain looking characters. Oh my god. Is the glitch of going back to previous Titan battles still working? Changed the data on the console and didn't work. The glitch to access Titan Battle is different and separate from the glitch of backdating the time on your console. Unfortunately. So if you cannot access the Titan Battle now, and you have played other things in Invasions, that opportunity has sailed. It has gone away. I'm sorry. Adlai, OMG, I'm early. Yay. Hi, Wabbit. Hello. Since season 3 of the time travel glitch ain't working, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, nope. Politics don't belong in video games. I agree. I'm slowly recognizing you guys. MK1 sucks big with the black, sucks big time with black representation. Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, like, we've got Jax and Darius, except they don't talk and they're just bitches who do nothing. Not even in the story, right? Darius has no character. That's wonderful. That's what we're supposed to look at as strong black male figures. We've got Geras, who's looking just so effeminate compared to his MK11 counterpart. And then Tanya's probably the one with the biggest, dick on the roster, I guess. Wonderful. Jade, the first black female character, has been ignored several times. Darius, the other black guy, is also a cameo. And Tanya is there for that ridiculous, ambiguous lesbiatronic. Lesbiatronic? I've never heard that. Cute. Relationship with Manlena. Oh no. Hello, Dave. Hello, Just Drew. Love you, brother. I feel like it's been a long time since I saw a live. It was just one that I missed. Lamau. Oh, it's okay, Just Drew. Love you, brother. Northern. The irony is Street Fighter 6 has way more diversity, representation, or whatever you want to call it. Totally. Street Fighter, with its smaller roster, somehow has better representation of black people, better representation of Latinos, better representation of Chinese, Korean, Japanese. Like, Street Fighter actually makes a distinction between the different types of Asian, whereas you get characters like Liu Kang and Ashra who are presented as Chinese, yet Ashra is using Indonesian things, Indonesian weapons, and then Melina and Katana, their faces are based on a Vietnamese actress. Like, you're grouping all of these people who are not Chinese under the umbrella of a Chinese aesthetic for Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, look at Quan Chi. Shouldn't he be a Chinese guy instead of an Arab? It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. Let's be honest. Exactly. Okay, so this is how BLM has impacted MK, at least with regards to WB and NRS. And I think, definitely the focus on things here with Mortal Kombat is NRS and WB want the right type of communism. They don't want the bad type of communism. So BLM is the good type of communism where we take things away from people and give it to black people. That's good communism. But bad communism, like Russian communism, they have to remove from the game, which further highlights the hypocrisy from people like Dominic Cianciolo, who go to University of Michigan Law School to learn Marxism, to learn the Russian form of communism, and then in the video game be like, oh, we can't have sickles and hammers. No. We can't have any references to stars in red. Oh, no. Oh, no. Cold War Scarlet? No, she can't be Cold War Scarlet. She's just lukewarm Scarlet now. This is such bullshit. Why would you, after saying that you have left the game, you have stopped developing Mortal Kombat 11, come back to the game and be like, oh, well, there's too much Russian influence here. We've got to remove it, especially now that Putin's in Ukraine. Why? Just give people the skin instead of changing things from a sickle and hammer to a dragon symbol, right? That's the change. Instead of sickles and hammers, right? Now you have a dragon symbol. As if communism wasn't problematic in 2019, why did it only become problematic after Putin invaded Ukraine? What are these double standards that you're willing to take black communism, but you're not willing to take Russian communism. Right? It's virtue signaling. Not like them changing a Cold War scarlet skin is doing anything to help liberate Ukraine. Oh, I stand Slava Ukraine. You know, like, you're not doing shit by changing a costume in a game. These kinds of censorships and boycotts ultimately affect nothing other than your social perception with the lefty wokies that you're trying to appeal to in Gen Z and Gen Alpha. The people who are on Twitter having little Ukraine emojis by their name. Like, that's who you're appealing to. That's how you're hoping to make your dollars. Rather than making good costumes, rather than making good gameplay, you're focused first and foremost on who you're going to virtue signal and pander to. This has been going on since MK11, since MKX. It's been going on for so long, more than a decade, and people want to remain blind to it. You know, I looked up, let me see, Cold War Scarlet change. Okay, so Losty Girl. Ghosty Girl, of course. So there was a patch, and apparently that skin of Scarlet got changed, and some costume name changes or something. Well, GG alls, Clutch Games, OMG. So, you like the pandering? That's why you're not talking about it, Ghosty Girl? Yeah, I'm gonna call out Ghosty Girl again. She's a dumb bitch sometimes. So how is it that you enjoy all of these little changes and you won't call out the company for censorship? And you won't call out the company for virtue signaling? Like, what the fuck is this doing for Ukraine? Are you sending Ukraine missiles or rockets or anti-tank defense? What are you doing? You're doing nothing. You're not helping no one. You're just trying to look good for people who enjoy this politics, who enjoy the censorship. And, you know, like, even though it's like, boo Russian communism, oh no, we're moving into like this neo-communism where people aren't allowed to say certain things. Or they'll get canceled because it's a cultural revolution. What do you think happened in China in the 60s? People got canceled from life. They were killed if they did not self-censor. I mean, it's happening all over again. And we see it in the video game. I should not have to play a game and be forced with the politics constantly in my face. This is one of the best costumes for Scarlet, and you better bet I'm using it on Scarlet when I play MK11. But it sucks because we have to know that they changed this skin to satisfy what? What was his name? What's his name? Vladimir... God, the Russian guy. What's his name? Not Russian guy, Ukrainian guy. Ukraine president. Zelensky. Ugh, couldn't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is such bullshit. But I mean, like, why do we revise MK11, but we don't revise MKX or MK Mobile? Right? Like, why do you have to affect the console game and not the mobile game or older game? Is it because people aren't playing those games, or you don't care enough to virtue signal in MK Mobile because it's your moneymaker and you don't want to change too much? But if we're subscribing to revisionist history, why is this not cold, lukewarm Sonya Blade from MKX? Or an MK Mobile, because this is from MK Mobile. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Also, it's a total disrespect of history and common sense. What, are we supposed to pretend that Soviet-era Russia never existed? That the USSR never existed? Are we supposed to wipe decades of history from our minds? I was born in a world where the Berlin Wall was a thing. Am I supposed to forget that it existed? Like, I just don't get what they're trying to say here by revising history. And then to just call it cold scarlet, like you're just butchering haphazardly these concepts into ugly virtue signaling costumes. Wonderful. But what the real insult here is that MK is doing this to signify that they are pro-Ukraine, anti-Russia. But they don't care about Russian people because they'll take their money and scam them. People from Russia were allowed to pre-order the game. They were allowed to participate in the stress test. But when it came to release day, people in Russia couldn't get online, forcing them to play only the story mode. Could you imagine if all you could do when you turn on Mortal Kombat 1 is only play the story mode? Like, that's such bullshit. So players in Russia and Belarus say they can't access online play or pre-order bonuses despite being able to in the stress test. So they had this stuff available for the stress test, available for pre-order, and you could purchase it. But when they try to access their pre-order bonuses like Shang Tsung or anything online, they can't access it. Why? Why would you scam people? You're not hurting Putin. You're not hurting the Russian army. You're hurting the regular Russian fan. People who support you and who would love to play your franchise. You're turning your back on them because of your woke boycotts. Ridiculous. And then NRS then has the nerve to issue a statement. Mortal Kombat is not available in Russia or Belarus at this time. So this was issued after they had already taken pre-order money from Russian players. Why scam Russians in Belarus so hard? Why scam them? That's right, because you only care how you appear to your Western woke audience in the name of profits. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's sad that our Russian brothers have to go through this, right? I hate revisionist history. I used to attend a middle school that was named after our first prime minister here in Canada. It's now some Inuit word. We don't even have Inuit where I live. Why is it an Inuit word? It would be like naming it an African word. Like, why would it need to be named something so out and removed from local culture? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So they tear down statues of our prime minister here in Canada, calling him racist. Like, what's going to happen 200 years from now when people are looking back on the actions of these companies? Is this not racist? Is this not racist when we forsake every other, ethnicity so that we can elevate black people? I am not white. And I am not black. Why is it that we have to forego Asians, Latinos, Indians, natives, Arabs? Like, why do we have to forsake every other person on this earth in the name of black communism? Yay, black communism. Better than red communism from Russia. Or is it white communism from Russia? I'm just not sure. Because, China, I think China is red communism. I'm not sure, guys. Let me know. But yes, it's wild. So this is now, like, we've gotten through some of these older boycotts, some of these older censorships. We still have to get to Israel. OMG. So let's see what you guys are saying before we get to, Israel. Okay. Just Drew, the children of the corn don't mention any of this crap. Thank you, Dave, for spilling the tea. The children of the corn? What? That's cute. It's the whole stupid class analogy where one person ruins it all for everyone. It's dumb. Yeah. I would agree. Zelensky, thank you. Face of Quan Chi isn't Arabic, is Pakistani, so South Asian. I don't know. Why do people? I don't like this term South Asian. What does South Asian mean? I don't get it. I know Indian. I know Chinese. Southeast Asia, that, I hear people putting India in Southeast Asia. These geographical denominators don't work, like north, south, east, west. You can't call somebody North Asian and then South Asian. Like, what the hell is North Asian? What's East Asian? What's West Asian? West Asian? I'm confused. I mean, like, I guess you could, like, figure it out. I just don't like those terms. Those terms don't mean much to me. Just Drew. Ugh. Berlin Wall. I am so... I'm old too. Don't worry. We're in the same boat. Zales, you beat me to it. Right. Do MK community even care about the Russia-Ukraine conflict? Well, there's enough virtue signaling bitches on Twitter. Oh, yeah. I saw enough of those Ukraine emojis next to some of the shills' names. But, they have to change the emoji that they're pandering to, on a weekly, daily basis. Chill Nation. Hey, love me some Chill Nation. Cold War Scarlet. Yes, Cold War Scarlet. Beautiful. Did they remove Sonya's Mother Russia skin in MKX? No, they didn't touch MKX. They didn't touch MK Mobile. So why do you have to do this in MK11 is the question. Is it because it's the most recent release and this is what has the most eyes on it from the general public? So they must virtue signal to the general public? I hate the pandering. Scarlet equals Stalin, and I love her. Oh my god. Not that she's Stalin. I prefer to think that she's like an operative of the KGB, and she's putting some polonium in somebody's tea. Like she's had a rendezvous with some diplomat, and, she's got to off him. So she seduces him, like Bond girls style. And then she puts the polonium in the tea or something. I don't know. Okay, lukewarm Scarlet, Lamau. I'm sorry. Propaganda crap. I agree. Not Freud. Why I can't engage with Street Fighter 6. Aw, I love Street Fighter 6. It's good. I mean, Street Fighter 6, I have it playing right now with my turbo controller. It's way more entertaining than Mortal Kombat 1. And you could say that there is, like, DEI stuff in Street Fighter 6, but for me, the pandering is done well. If the pandering was done well, I think that you could make allowance for it. Like, there is a meaningful bisexual quest in Street Fighter 6. I love it. It's so good. It's one of the best things in that game. Also, one of the best things in that game is when Cammy told me that she wants 3 pussy pics on her cell phone. So I had to go snap some pics of some pussies around the city. And then I sent them to Cammy, and she loved them because she loves a pussy pic. So yeah, I love Street Fighter 6. It's really good. Anyways, okay, all right. So, oh my god. So now we've gotten to current things, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning, how WB and NRS have boycotted Twitter over Israel. Over Elon Musk. It's wild that I'm saying these sentences, because when they come out of my mouth, I can't even believe what I'm saying. But Warner Brothers among studios not posting to Twitter following Elon Musk's anti-Semitic post. What was so anti-Semitic? Various major studios, including Disney, Warner Bros., Sony, and Universal, have largely gone dark on Twitter after Elon backed an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory on November 16th. Where's the tweet? This is the problem with these left-leaning, woke-leaning games outlets, review outlets. Just present to me the primary source. Don't give me all of this runaround bullshit. So the reason why I have this website open is because IGN does a pretty good job of listing out the different woke enterprises that boycotted Twitter over anti-Semitic tweet. We're going to get into the tweet, but before we get into the tweet, I just want to note how many different companies in Hollywood decided it was a good idea to stop using Twitter because Elon Musk is apparently anti-Jew or something. I have no idea. Why are they claiming this? This is definitely the impression that you get from the title that Elon Musk is anti-Semitic. Anyways, perhaps one of the companies to make the most headlines upon pulling their ads from Twitter was Disney, quiet since November 16th. That was the last day the main Disney account posted natively to Twitter. All right, so I pulled up the Disney account, right? So they posted November 16th, right? I would prefer it if they would just have the tweets here. Like, there's no effing tweets or links, or like I clicked the links from the IGN, it wasn't giving me the tweet, so I had to, scroll and find the tweet. So here we are, November 16th. This was the last natively posted tweet from Disney. But do you see this? Disney repost November 17th. Disney repost November 22nd. Disney repost November 23rd. Where's the boycott? Where did they stop posting? Is it because they're just reposting? They're not posting natively from their account? So just a lot of repost. So where's the first new... Oh my god, not the rainbow flag. See, this is what Twitter is for. It's for virtue signaling. It's to put, your rainbow flag, your Ukraine flag, your Israel flag, your Queer for Palestine flag. It's where you virtue signal, and that's what Twitter is for, apparently. So Disney reposts Disney Plus November 28th. Are we still on boycott? Because I didn't notice, because Disney keeps on posting shit on their Twitter. So how is IGN saying Disney is boycotting Twitter over anti-Semitic tweets? Disney Plus ain't boycotting. Okay, so December 5th. First new native post from Disney. So they were boycotting, I guess if you want to use IGN's loose definition of the term, they've been boycotting from November 16th to December 5th. Now you come over to Mortal Kombat, right? They were boycotting from November 21st to January 9th. Do you notice a difference? Do you notice a difference? Disney stopped, quote unquote, boycotting like the next day, because they were just reposting a bunch of reactions to their Wish movie, right? Like, where was the boycott from Disney? But you definitely felt a boycott from NRS Mortal Kombat when the game is already on its dying breath, right? Its last gasp at life. When the game has been dead on arrival for a lot of people. Like, NRS and WB really put the nails in the coffin that is Mortal Kombat 1 with this boycott. Because I don't know who in the demographics likes TikTok or Facebook. Facebook sounds like it's for older people. TikTok sounds like it's for younger people. Twitter sounds like just right for Goldilocks me. I don't really like all of the other social medias. Like, Facebook is American spyware. TikTok is Chinese spyware. Like, I'm afraid of the spyware. So I'm not opposed to Twitter. So I feel like a lot of people use Twitter. Actually, you know what? Let's solve that question right now. Google Trends. Let's see what's more popular. I'm betting it's going to be TikTok. TikTok is going to be more popular. But I think Twitter is more popular than... Well, we're going to find out. Let's see. Twitter. And then Facebook. Wow, Facebook is more popular? How? How? I don't use Facebook, so I just don't understand that. Wow. Wow. Okay, not past day. Give me past 12 months. Wow. It's same even over 12 months. That's kind of crazy. I didn't expect that. But yeah, so I feel like a lot of people, especially the shills, like Ghosty Girl, Super, True Underdog, they're using the Twitter to facilitate more and more of their shillery. So I think like Twitter is more important, especially like Ed Boon. Like I only signed up for Twitter because of Ed Boon, and Ed Boon has just been posting regardless of the boycott. But the game has been dying for so long. To step away from the community for what, 2 months, almost 2 months, that certainly didn't help things for Mortal Kombat. And the reason why we are being told that NRS and Warner Brothers have stopped using Twitter is because Elon Musk is anti-Semitic, apparently. So I have here an article from NBC, which is, I think, notoriously left-leaning. And I love how they describe this. Tesla, SpaceX, and X-Corp leader Elon Musk issued a spate of bigoted tweets Wednesday that spurred a critical backlash online. It sounds really bad. A spate of bigoted tweets. Like, he must be calling people, all sorts of slurs, apparently, if he's bigoted. First, Musk drew attention to and agreed with anti-Semitic conspiracy and minorities. He called anti-white messaging he called anti-white message. It makes it sound like Elon Musk is saying that something is anti-white. Right? So then I got really curious. I'm like, what is this tweet? This is the tweet, guys. This is the tweet that NBC and IGN are calling anti-Jew, very conspiratorial. It's giving delusional on the case, on the part of NBC and IGN. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Where's the anti-Jewishness? You have said the actual truth. Where's the bigotry? Where are the spates of bigotry? Please tell me where. You're telling me over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words that all of these companies decided to boycott Twitter? And of course, they're all back on Twitter because guess what? They have to engage with their audience. They have to engage with their player bases, their fan bases in this world of social media. And to cut out one particularly popular form of social media, like, look, Twitter is more popular than TikTok, apparently. Is it? No, it can't be. This is just who Googles it. Maybe this isn't the best representation. I guess I should have found some, metrics on how many people use each platform. But it just seems really strange that all of these companies have this sort of delusional mindset that Elon Musk issued a spate of bigoted tweets on Wednesday when the dude just said 6 words. I'm dying. Why are you so crazy for? So here's the original tweet. To the cowards hiding behind the anonymity of the internet and posting super bad guy was right. You got something you want to say? Why don't you say it to our faces? Okay, so, when you say, why don't you say it to our faces, that can come across as a veiled threat because it's implying, cash me outside, how about that? It's implying, there's going to be some sort of physical confrontation. What the hell is wrong with people? Why do you want to fight about shit? Just calm down. Calm all the way down. Okay, and then this dude says, okay, Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites, what? That they claim to want people to stop using against them. I'm deeply disinterested in giving the tiniest poopy now about Western I don't think I can say words. YouTube will get mad at me, but you can read them. They're on the screen. Coming to the disturbing realization that those hordes of minorities that support flooding their country don't exactly look like them too much. I don't know what's happening in America. Well, are they talking about the migrant crisis in NYC? Like, what are they talking about? If you're from America and you can break this down further for me, please let me know. Like I say, I'm Canadian. I don't know what they're talking about. You want truth said to your face, there it is. So, I mean, like, I do think that there is a lot of hypocrisy. Like, here, this is hypocritical. For sure. Not that these people are trying to remove racism by instilling racism against white people and other people, making black people the superior race. Doesn't that seem a little twisted? If blacks are now the superior race, that no other lives matter? Great. Okay, but then Elon says, you have said the actual truth. So the guy who made the original tweet, he's saying, I think this ad is showing a white father who supports Jews. What? I don't. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused by a lot of this, and I don't know why this is having to involve like Israel or Palestine, or why do we have to virtue signal on these things? Like, why can't all of these companies who were involved on this Twitter boycott of Elon Musk and him saying you have spoken actual truth, why are we calling him anti-Jewish now because of that? Like, why can't you make a good story? Right? Like, why can't you make a good movie, a good game, a good experience for your fans, rather than denying your fans for months of any sort of information or update as to when things are going to be happening? Like, where's crossplay? Are you kidding me? I can't play with my friends still? But except we're going to get now that the boycott has been lifted because Disney broke the boycott pretty much 2 weeks later, NRS had to be more woke. WB had to be more woke than Disney by boycotting Twitter for longer. And now when they come back, they're here trying to prop up their dying esports and telling us that desync issues are fixed when it's not. It's a joke. It's a joke that NRS, WB care more about what the richest dude on the planet is saying. He don't give a fuck. He's going to say whatever he wants to say. He's a billionaire. You're not a billionaire, Ed Boon. Are you jealous? That's what people tell me when I make my videos. They're like, oh, you're jealous of Super. You're jealous of insert shill's name here. And I'm like, no, I don't want to lie to people. I'm not jealous of them. But it does seem like these companies are just haters. They're hating on Elon Musk, apparently. And they come crawling back to Twitter. Now, I am aware that some people have made videos about this topic. Hello, Fate. Hello, Fate. Fate said that they came back to Twitter because Tekken 8 is coming. I think they came back to Twitter for a larger reason, in that Disney broke the boycott 2 weeks in. These companies staying out of the Twitter game is only hurting their bottom line, their revenue, in the long term, if they're not having this interaction with their audiences and fan bases. Twitter's more important, you know? Look. According to Google Trends. I don't know how accurate this is. What are TikTok like daily users versus, I should just ask Google. TikTok daily user versus Twitter daily user. Don't give me cookies. Go away, cookies. Okay, so Facebook... What? I'm just really confused. I'm out of touch with reality in terms of these social medias, so I don't know what metric would help me understand which one's more popular. But yeah, if you use these other things, let me know. But yeah, it's just really sad that we're having like companies boycotting and hurting their player bases, hurting their fans because of 6 words uttered by Elon Musk on Twitter. Where's the bigotry? NBC said there was a spate of bigoted tweets. Where? Where? Can you please give me... Oh, here's a quote. He said, "You have said the actual truth." So that's what Musk said. Where's the spate of bigoted tweets? It's so insane. This exchange would have languished in obscurity had Musk not replied to this bigoted bromide. Do you know what bromides are? That's when you create like a salt of bromine. That's what a bromide is. What are they calling a bromide? I'm confused. Is this a new word? Is that not chemistry? CNBC reached out to Musk for comments to clarify which minority groups Musk sees as a primary threat to Jewish people in Israel, but received no comment. It's so stupid. Like, you are willing to risk millions of dollars on telling people, hey, this game is on sale, maybe go purchase it, by not putting it on Twitter. Great. Fabulous. Smart business decisions take a back seat to the woke corporate politics that these companies must force onto players. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining along. What do you think about this latest inclusion of pro-Jew, pro-Israel sentiment into our communications coming from WB and NRS? Do you like it? I just pointed out, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. You can like the black communism of BLM. Yeah, you can like it. You can like that NRS decides to F Russian players and take their money and give them no product while they take their history and sell it to them again in MK Mobile or revise it drastically for MK11. Not drastically. They didn't really drastically change it. But I mean, it is an insult that they're changing these things to include censorship. Yeah, wonderful. You know what? I think, let me see if I can find this. Zelensky Kazaki. Okay, I'm just gonna play this. I don't know if I can play the music. The music's really good. Okay, so I love a boy band in Ukraine called Kazaki. I mean, like, people want to Slava Ukraine. I'll Slava a Ukrainian dick. Because they're so sexy. But I love this band called Kazaki, and the president of Ukraine, he used to be on a TV show where they would be like making jokes. So they do a parody of Kazaki. They're the same guys who danced in Madonna's music video in high heels. So that's why the Ukrainian president is wearing high heels. I mean, if you want to hear it, just go look it up. Kazaki Zelensky, you'll find it. Okay, clone masks. People who are banned for naming a variation name. Why didn't NRS do this? But the official Mortal Kombat accounts can support Israel. Yep, they are supporting Israel. I mean, like, I'm not saying, support someone or whatever, but they're choosing to take a definitive stance on these politics and force it upon its player base. So what? Should everyone who plays Mortal Kombat hate Elon Musk? Be queer for Palestine? Not queer for Palestine. Once again, that's wild to me. Zaya, Scorpion is not Scorpion. He is Sub-Zero Jr. Havoc is not Havoc. He is Dairu. Tanya is not Tanya. She is woke fake. You know, Tanya is so different, they should have just made a new character and call her something else. Didn't have to be Tanya. MK11 has better graphics. I agree. Yeah, the Messenger app is up there with WhatsApp in Europe. Oh, okay. In Europe, people use a lot of Facebook group and Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, I live under a rock, so I'm really glad that you guys are informing me. I don't know. I don't know about these things. I don't use no apps. I don't use no cell phone. God, what is this going on? Do you see this? Do you see what the President Zelensky is doing in Ukraine? I love him. This is from his TV show. Okay, agreed. MK1 overpriced, and $40 for the DLC is a frickin' joke. I could have spent that money at McDonald's. Yes. Sometimes I feel people defend this game to avoid accepted we were scammed for an incomplete product. Totally. The same moment a streamer answered to me that MK roster was balanced in his or her opinion, she complained how... Wait, why is it he/she? Was facing Kenshi for third time in a row in KL. Karma is so sweet. Strange that people will buy the delusion. Yep. How is he anti-Semitic when he bans people on Twitter over criticism of Israel? Honestly, I don't know, BLN Snake. It's very confusing to me. I don't know why people have to become so political about these things. Can't we just accept that violence and war is bad? And we should seek to end conflicts rather than prolong them or try and make money or social credit off of them, which is what these companies are doing. They're trying to virtue signal and make $1 off of this shit. But honestly, I had no idea what was going on because, like, NRS, MK didn't say, oh, we're not using Twitter anymore because of Elon Musk. I was in the dark. I really didn't know. I've dubbed all the shills into one group. Children of the Corn, yes. South Asian is referred to Indian or Middle... No, it isn't. No, it's not. South Asian is not Middle East. I would never consider someone who is Arabic to be the same as someone who is Indian. Hell, India and Pakistan have killed each other over things like this. Right? One's Muslim, one's Hindu. Like, there are differences. I don't like this umbrella terms. And these umbrella terms are usually perpetrated by the West. Do you think Indian people in India call themselves South Asian? They call themselves Hindustani. That's what they call themselves. Hindustani, because they come from Hindustan. Oh, my Lord. I love the TV show, The Americans, about the Soviet couple who live in America and try... I've heard about that one. That's pretty... Yeah. Northern... Yeah, see, like, when you put in these geographic indicators, it's like, what the hell is Northern Asian? That's so silly. Northern properly. I think Tanya was supposed to be a Black Panther character. They're just copying Disney. I mean, you can see it here. Like, WB jumped onto the boycott bandwagon after Disney. Disney was the one who got the most headlines for doing this. And then Warner Brothers is like, oh no, well, we have to virtue signal too. They jumped onto the bandwagon. So WB has been copying Disney for so long that when they get to things like Tanya, they're like, okay, how can we Wakanda-ize this? Like, bet your bottom dollar when we see Jade, any future representation of Jade, she's going to be from Wakanda too. Terrible. Oh boy. Okay, so, you know, to kind of round out things here, I do have this very interesting TikTok of, like, who I think this kind of virtue signaling panders to. These are the people that the corporations are bowing down to when they make things like Cold War Scarlet change, removing white is the new black, you know, boycotting Twitter. They're looking to appease the activist side of Gen Z and Gen Alpha. So this is from TikTok. I thought this was really interesting, so I'll let this play.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't need validation from white people. Like, that's the last thing I need in my life. Like, I feel like white people always try, but they miss. Like, and I feel bad for y'all. Not that bad, though, because your ancestors suck and you're stinky and evil. But bad enough where I want to call you out and tell you not to leave comments like this because it's crusty. Anyways, for all the bleach demons willing to learn, I see you.
Activist in the streets, colonized in the sheets, baby. Every single time.
Okay, so that was a very interesting tweet. TikTok. I'm not sure what do you call individual things on TikTok? Like a talker? I'm not sure. Anyways, so this person is saying that white people are stinky, that they are colonizers, that they have bad ancestry, that they are bleach demons. How is that not racist? How does BLM not encourage more racism in the world? But then you get the utter hypocrisy of this same person saying that white people are stinky, yet she's, what, rubbing up on this white dude's dick? So his white dick isn't stinky for you, babes? Like, what hypocrisy? So that's what we see. This is who the companies are trying to engage with, these hypocrites, because the companies are hypocrites themselves, right? How is it that you boycott Twitter, but yet you're back on Twitter? Get off of Twitter if you're going to boycott it. Oh, what? Your boycott didn't work? Not surprising. Because it wasn't changing anything about society. Not like changing Cold War Scarlet into lukewarm Scarlet is going to change anything. Not like removing white is the new black Kung Lao skin is going to change anything. These guys are wasting their resources, wasting their time on these political virtue signals. That's just ultimately hypocritical. Make a good game. We'll play it. Anyways, whoa. Crazy times. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Wow. Right. Wow. Bleach demons. That's a fun. I don't know. Let's not be racist, my friends. Bleach demon sounds like an anime character. She is right that I don't agree with that. Street combat. I'm not going to say all my white brothers are colonizers. How the hell have they colonized me? To say that every white person on the earth is a colonizer. How? That shit happened in the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s. Slavery was abolished by Britain first. It's so wild. I just can't. People don't know history. So yes, Street, I encourage you, go check out some history. But yeah, I don't think that white people are demons. But this is the mentality, right? When they make Shao Kahn white and they turn him into the quote-unquote white devil, like, this is the mentality that they want to push onto people, that white people are colonizers. They are the demons. Anyways, please seek guidance, my friends. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.